again with a new reading. Thank you so much for all of you guys who have been with me for a while. I really appreciate you guys. I really love you guys. I love your comments, and I love that my readings are helping to you. It is so amazing. And welcome everyone who's new to my channel. I hope that you will enjoy these readings and that they can help a little bit. And for those of you who do not resonate with my reading, it is okay. You can just move on. That's alright as well. For those of you who would like to have a personal reading or a consultation for your journey, that if you need help, if you have any questions about awakening or about how to go about your journey, and if you need some tools and all that, you can book a consultation with me or a personal reading. All the information for that is down below. And if you guys feel like offering a donation as an energetic exchange, so my channel can grow and I can continue to do this work, it is more than welcome. And all the information for that is down below as well. And now for today's reading, why is he silent? What is the reason for his silence, or for their silence, or for her silence? This reading is for absolutely anyone. It's for same-sex couples. It's for different sex couples. It's for absolutely anyone. If you have been drawn to this reading, it is for you. And if it doesn't resonate, like I said, just let it go and move on. It is okay as well. All right, let's start. Alrighty, so pile of cards number 1 for why is he silent? What is the reason of his silence? 10 of Swords, the Emperor, Ace of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, and the Web Weaver, Synchronicity, Divine Intelligence, Cause and Effect. Alright, so I have to tell you that this person you are here about, they are going through some really deep awakening, like really, really big shit, if I have to say. Like, there is a lot of pain. We have the 10 of Swords here, and we have the Ace of Swords here in this deck, and we have the Synchronicity and Divine Intelligence, which means that behind their pain, that the pain, the triggers and everything, it is put there by the universe. So this person is going through an awakening. What I feel from them is that there is so much crap coming out of them, coming up, you know, about their past, about their childhood, about themselves, that they really don't know what to do first. Okay, like they feel like that they're hitting the bottom. There might be even some, you know, they might be even using something to avoid those feelings, like alcohol or drugs or something like that. But the divine masculine within them is definitely awakening, or divine feminine if that's the case. But I suppose that anyway, the divine being within them is definitely awakening, and I'm feeling them pushing through like really, really strongly. But this person that you are here about, they need to trust this process first, okay? They need to really they need to set themselves free and be like generous with themselves and be kind to themselves, because I feel like this person is very self-critical, even though it might not seem. They might seem like a, you know, super macho on the outside and like, hey, I'm just, you know, living my life with ease and I don't give a shit about anything and, you know, all that and all this. They might act like that, but inside they're just this crying little boy or little girl, and they really don't know what to do. And especially in these days when there's so many things that is putting, you know, like so many stones in their way that they're tripping over, and they really don't know what to do about them. But it's stronger and stronger and stronger, like, because we have the Emperor here, and I feel like the Emperor is the divine masculine, kind of like coming like being born within them and like pushing through all that crap. So like eventually they're not gonna have any other choice than actually deal with their shit. And we have the 10 of Swords here, so like they're at the bottom now. Like I feel that this person has been there for quite a while at the bottom. Like they have been avoiding the I don't want to say the responsibility, but like to kind of face those feelings and face the triggers and everything for quite a while. But I feel like very soon they're gonna awaken, because I feel this Emperor really like pushing through really, really hard. And that is very good. That is very good. Like so far they're still like being very like in pain. Like they're not trusting this process. They have no idea what to do with it. But they're starting to be generous to themselves. They're starting to be like, okay, I need to give myself a break. I need to, I need to stop blaming myself. I need to be a little bit more charitable towards myself. So there is the reason for their silence, because they are going through a lot of crap, and they actually do not want to drag anyone into it, let alone you, because they feel that they're so far away from you when it comes to awakening, or, even though they might not be calling it that way, they feel just a huge difference between you and them. And they just, they feel like that if you would find all this, that, that you would actually start, stop loving them, or like, realize that they're a shitty person or whatever. Like they have definitely like I don't want to say wrong idea, but they don't know how it works yet. Okay. But the divine masculine, the Emperor, is pushing through, and it's pushing through really hard. So, and the divine is on their side. The divine is helping them. All they need to do is just decide. I don't know when this decision is going to come about, but they just need to decide to go for it. And then it's going to go like this, okay? Then it's going to go super quickly for them. But the decision has to be made. All right, you guys, I hope that this gave you some solace, some explanation why your person is silent, or why they're behaving the way they're behaving, and not coming to you and whatnot, because like this person is just it's suffering a lot, absolutely regardless how it looks on the outside. Okay, you guys? So just try not to judge them. Try to just have a compassion with them. If you are, judging them, or if you're, blaming them for the pain that they're causing you or whatnot, they have their own issues, and they have their own pains, and they need to deal with them themselves. And so just try to have a compassion with them, because that's what they need. Compassion and your trust and energy. That's all I need. They just send them a loving energy and a compassionate energy and trusting energy, and that's going to help them tremendously. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Bye. All right, so pile of cards number 2 for why is he silent, or they silent, or what is the reason for their silence, and what their behavior like this and stuff like that. Ace of Wands, the Sun, 2 Swords, 3 of Pentacles, the Magician, the Hermit, the Word Lord, communication, praise, dishonesty in reverse, and the Swan Queen, transformation, intuition, and patience. All right, this is actually really beautiful. Okay, so I'd say that this person who you are here about, might be silent at the moment, but I feel like they're not going to stay silent for long, okay? Because we have the Three of Pentacles here, and this is just such a beautiful love. This is a want, like, from a man to protect his woman, and a woman to protect, to be protected by his man, by her man, and they feel their each other's importance, and they feel each other's equality, and they feel each other's divinity, and they're just completely, like, beautifully, correctly in the union of love, and everything. So this is how your person feels about you. I feel like they really feel the strength of your guys' connection, okay? They're very positive about this connection as well. There has been a lot of transformation going on within them, and they have been awakening with their intuition. We have the Magician and the Hermit here, so they are very, like, they gained a lot of wisdom about this journey and about what is going on and how to heal the wounds and how to do stuff, and they're doing it all, like, passionately and very, like I said, like, with a lot of enthusiasm. Like, the Magician stands like that they are so sure about everything, that they know how to do stuff, that they know how to heal things, and they know that they're supposed to heal things, and they're manifesting quite a bit. But on the other side, there is still some decision to be made. They feel still like they have a communication issues and some dishonesty from their past that they need to heal. So why they're not coming forward to you, even though they feel so strongly about you, it's because there's still something for them to heal. It's probably with the communication, that's why they're actually not communicating with you, because they are healing this aspect about themselves. Maybe it's something that you should look into as well. There is some sort of a communication issue within you, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't know how to communicate. You might be an amazing speaker or whatever, and a person who can, put their thoughts amazingly together. But, it comes from your childhood. Like, for example, me, I always, I'm a great speaker, I love communicating and everything, but I always had a partner who was like a lousy communicator. They didn't communicate with me. And I find out that it was because my father actually didn't communicate with me, like, at all. He still doesn't, like, even though he's a loving father, like, we have technically a good relationship, but we don't communicate. Like, honestly, like, if he texts me once in a year for my birthday, that is probably reminded by my mom anyway, that is probably too much. And yet he's a loving father, so this is an issue that when that little girl that I was didn't understand why the dad doesn't communicate, and it just put this idea within me that I am not worthy to be communicated with. So it is not about that you would have a particular issue with your own communication and how you communicate, but it might be this kind of an issue. And for your partner that you are here about, it might be similar, and they're trying to figure this out. They're trying to figure out the dishonesty about communication. I feel these two words, like, really popping very strongly within them, that there has been some kind of a dishonesty when it comes to their communication, like something that they have been taught that they cannot, like, be themselves when it comes to communication, that they need to communicate in a certain way with a female or, with a partner in general or whatever, that there has been, again, some kind of a programming, some kind of a trauma from childhood that they're trying to figure out. I feel this very strongly. But other than that, like I said, if they're silent at the moment, they're not going to stay silent long, because they're just figuring stuff out, how to communicate, how to heal that, so they can do it properly with you, and they can actually heal that properly. So if, you know, especially if you're like a divine connection and twin flame split soul thing, it's always working on the energetic level with the two of you guys. So just focus on your communication issues, if there are any, if you feel like you want to go through that and like look into the communication. Then, you know, when you heal this idea, your person might heal this idea as well, because there is the energetic alignment always. Okay, you guys? All right. I hope that this reading helped you guys and that it gave you some kind of an insight on what is your person doing and what they're going through and stuff like that. And if you guys have any questions, or if you want to book a consultation or a personal reading, all the information is down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye. All right, pile of cards number 3 for why is he silent? What is the reason for their silence? Prince of Pentacles, the World, Two of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Chess Queen, Trust, Strategizing. All right, so what I'm feeling from your person is they are working on the trust now, because they kind of put you in the box of friendship. Okay? They push themselves away from the possibility of the two of you guys being actually together. They loved the time when you guys were flirting, and you guys that there has been the possibility of the two of you being together, but they realized in their head that they are holding on way too much to their past, to their hurts, to, you know, whatever is going on in the past. They do not trust themselves. They maybe do not even trust. I feel like they don't feel that they would be worthy of you, and so they pushed those feelings that they had, the romantic feelings that they had for you, aside. They really like forced themselves out of it. And I feel like a lot of them actually, most of them, they actually still feel those romantic feelings. They just believe themselves they don't, and that they pushed you into that friend zone, okay? Because the idea of the two of you being together, it's technically impossible for them, because they feel themselves so freaking damaged, okay? This is what is coming through very strongly. That is why they're silent towards you. Like there is, I feel this card here is very important. This is a card of flirting. This is a card of like that new love and the excitement of the first days or first weeks or whatever, and you know, the sexual tension and whatnot. And this is what they have in their memories. They have this, that they had it with you, and they think about it quite often. And it actually, at this point, it makes them smile. It makes them like, you know, it's a really good memories for them. I feel like these memories, they used to bring them rather sadness into them, because they felt so strongly that, you know, that they don't deserve you, because they are so freaking damaged and they're holding on to the damages. But the Ace of Swords here is suggesting a huge change, okay? I feel it like there is, because this is, I believe it's called Yggdrasil, I'm not sure, the tree. It's like a tree of life or something, you know, that represents a new start and everything. And this is how they're feeling lately, okay? They feel, this is why this message, even though it might sound so negative, it actually is so positive, because there has been a change within them. Even though they consciously believe that they are still, you know, friend-zoned you, and they still do not feel like they deserve you, and they do not see the possibility of the two of you being together, there is something different going on as well. And it probably is going on in their unconscious. Because there is always going on healing. If you are healing, they're healing at least unconsciously. So they're doing a different kind of work. So there is this strategizing going on, and they're healing like from within, and very soon it's going to burst even without even into their consciousness. So like, not to worry, okay? Not to worry, because I actually do feel that you guys are going to be together, even though they're so funnily even convinced that that is impossible. But this, like, it is so strong. Like, they're so convinced that they're not in love with you or whatever. It is actually funny because the love energy here is so beautiful and so strong. So, and this Ace of Swords is so important. Like, these are very important cards in this reading. Like, that, the huge change and like the birth of something new, and this like love that keeps emerging. And like I said before, it was emerging as well, but it was more bringing sadness and the impossibility of the two of you being together. But now it's more like, oh, that was such a great times, you know, and like it brings joy to your person, the memories. So this is actually a really beautiful message, because the love is there, you guys. So the reason for them being silent and being inactive is that they are in this mode, or in this stage of their healing that I just described. But I really do feel that you guys are going to be together, that they are going to push through, that these feelings, the trust is going to push through. It's like, because like I feel they're unconscious, like really strategizing against the consciousness and like awakening the consciousness. And I love it. So it can be this, it can be the union of the masculine and the feminine and the beauty of it all. I can definitely feel that. It's amazing. Okay, you guys, I hope that it helped, that it gave you some kind of an insight on this. And if you need help with your journey or anything, personal readings, personal consultations, all the information is down below. I love you guys so damn much, and I see you next time.